Some cars are hard to justify on merit alone and yet still leave you wanting more. The Lexus GS F is just such a machine. This car follows on from the ISF Sports Saloon of 2007 and more recently the RCF Coupe. Just like those cars, it's powered by a naturally aspirated 5-litre V8 petrol engine, with power going to the rear wheels. Sounds promising. The GS F is a rival to the BMW M5 and Audi RS6, which is a pretty tough market to crack. Like all these big super saloons, its boot is vast and there's plenty of room in the back for 3 adults. Compared with the standard GS Saloon, Lexus has toughened up the styling with some flared arches to accommodate the wider tracked wheels and these high-performance brakes which look very impressive. For me, this car gets subtle but sporty just about right. It does feel pretty special inside too, with these wonderful sports seats and a real feeling of quality. Even its German rivals, despite being so plush, don't have the same level of indestructibility as a Lexus does. Mind you, they also have infotainment systems that are infinitely easier to operate. This one might look great, but it's incredibly fiddly thanks to its mouse-style controller. Lexus has deliberately stayed away from the power war that BMW, Mercedes and Audi engage in. It only has 471 horsepower and 391 pound-foot of torque. And it's naturally aspirated, unlike the turbocharging of its rivals. Weighing 1.8 tonnes, it's no featherweight, but it is still slightly lighter than its rivals, helping the GS F race from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 4.6 seconds and hit 168 miles per hour flat out. This is a real Jekyll and Hyde engine. Keep it below 4,500 RPM and it's relatively docile, with the 8-speed automatic gearbox slurring between the gears with ease. However, put your foot down, accelerate hard beyond that point, and something magical happens to this V8 engine as it clears its throat and thunders along like a proper super saloon. Oh my God, that noise! There are plenty of settings to play with. You've got Sport and Sport Plus, which sharpens up the drivetrain, but the gearbox is still not quite as responsive as I would like it to be. There is, however, a button here which, if you press, puts it into slalom mode, and then it turns more aggressively into the corners. As a result, the GS F is a fine handling car, and what the steering lacks in feel, it makes up for in accuracy. Lexus does without fancy active dampers, but the suspension setting that it's settled on is just about compliant enough. Okay, it thumps a bit at low speeds, but at over 50 it smooths out and covers long distances with ease. You probably won't be shocked to hear that when you thrash that V8 engine, fuel economy plummets to 18 miles per gallon. Fuel costs, insurance, tyres and servicing are all set to be high. But for a car in this class, that is what you would expect. At £70,000, the Lexus is also about £4,000 cheaper than the competition and comes absolutely packed with standard equipment. Lexus' decision to make the GS F different to its German rivals by providing a naturally aspirated proposition and avoiding turbocharge does make it a unique proposition. Yes, we would like the infotainment system and gearbox to be better, however, this is still a very desirable car. For a different take on a super saloon, check out our review of the BMW M5 by clicking here, and to join our growing band of subscribers, click here, and to visit the Telegraph Cars website, click here.